Welcome to Enter the Tomb, Episode 9, Declaration of War. Yes, I got the fresh cut. I know you can notice, I was looking a little bit toasty last week and the week prior, but we are right now. Everything is right with the world. We are live. Welcome to Enter the Tomb, Episode 9, Declaration of War. I am the Pharaoh. You can follow me at Justin Bowtie at Twitter. My co-host here, please welcome the General Manager of Carnage, the Architect of Violence, the man with the razor tongue, Hacksaw D. How's it going, sir?
It's going great. It's going great. We got Hold the Line coming up, Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And I am extremely, extremely excited to see Carnage devastate Anarchy.
Oh, yes. May 30th, Hold the Line event, Carnage versus SmackDown. The moment is finally arrived. We will get into it, what to expect, what are the rules going forward, how are we going to go about this war, and how will Enter the Tomb play into effect. But before we get into that, we have a special guest here tonight. He is a former world champion, a former United States champion, the longest in our history, a King of the Ring winner, a Season 5 Rookie of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jason Outlaw McCarthy. How's it going, sir?
A little depressing after this weekend, but overall good.
Good. What do you mean about that? Yeah. But let me answer it in a form of a question. Last weekend, you lost the XPW World Championship and the United States title at Ground Zero. What is your reaction?
The pressure was real. I was so downplaying how much pressure is on being in that top spot that I let it get to my head, and you all saw the result. I pretty much beat myself in the two matches trying to keep the pressure. The pressure just came to me and destroyed all my game plans for both matches.
Did you expect Ground Zero to be that difficult?
I knew it was going to be difficult, not that difficult, especially with the old Coleman coming back, which I was not expecting. I thought it was going to be the same, oh, I'm okay with a draw Coleman. Nah, he came for my head this time, which I was not expecting after the Chamber, but I'll be expecting him next time.
Hacksaw D, you watch Ground Zero, everything that went into that, what Carnage did, especially what Jason McCarthy did. What was your reaction to seeing Jason here lose both of his championships in one night?
Being a two-belt champ, it's a hard thing to do. Only a couple people in XPW's history has actually ever been able to hold two championships, let alone the World Championship and the United States Championship, longer than 30 days. It's a hard spot. It's literally the top spot of one particular brand that you can have. And when just even looking at the people that were in these matches with the World Championship, you had Joe West, Adrian Coleman, and Jason McCarthy. And then with the United States title match, you had Sean Veneno and ECB in those matchups. So in particular, those were some extremely tough people to be facing, let alone triple threats, let alone on one card.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really surprised that Jason had lost the World Championship. I was a little surprised in the results of the United States Championship, but at the end of the day, we got to still think Jason McCarthy is not a veteran of this game yet. He's still fairly new. He's only been around for about a season. He still made a very good showing in both matches, but he doesn't understand that type of pressure yet. I don't think you understand the type of pressure that you were holding, Jason. That United States title run was getting kind of high up in the numbers, and that World Championship, you already know that Adrian Coleman is looking to hold that thing. He didn't even think he was under the delusion that he still held that title throughout the entire month that he didn't. He honestly manifested the fact that he was going to be world champion once again. But I would say, personally, from my perception, is going forward, you should focus on one thing at a time. Hone your craft a little bit more, and really focus on, do you want to make that next step up to the world championship and being that top guy, the legitimate top guy of this league? Or are you going to settle for second best at the mid card?
And yeah, that's a good question. So what is your answer to that?
I will take my world title back.
Okay. And I guess you kind of answered the next question I was going to ask you, but at the same time, I could be wrong. I know you're feeling bad. I know you're feeling bad about losing both championships, but which loss hurt more? Losing the world title or the United States championship?
I'm going to be 100% honest. It was the U.S. I didn't get pinned, and I lost it. That hurt a lot more than anything Adrian could have did to me during the match.
Yeah, that's a real one. That's a real question. That's a real answer. If there's anything you could have done different at Ground Zero, what would that be?
Avoid ladders.
Avoid ladders.
That's kind of hard to do in XPW, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
I was put through so much in that ladder match that I was nowhere near 50% for the world title match.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up a little bit of perspective. I don't think this was just a one-night deal that you just slipped. It was just a continued pattern throughout the whole month leading to Ground Zero. For example, you went from being superstar of the month last month after winning the title, going into Ground Zero with 0 wins. You had no wins from the time you won the title to the time you lost the title. So my question is, what does that say about the spotlight you were in, the pressure you were under during this entire month as champion?
At first, when I first won it, like I said, I was astounded. The day after, all the pressure hit me. Like, I couldn't sleep. I was messing my workout in the gyms, trying to strategize, and it all got to my head. Like Hacksaw said earlier, this was new for me. I haven't been in this game at the top ever. So having the target on my back, being at the top, really just made me crash. I didn't even drink alcohol the whole time I was with the title.
That may have said a lot. You didn't drink.
I was sober the whole world title run.
That's the answer right there, because I know you were drunk during the King of the Ring. You were drunk winning all those championships.
I was drunk winning the world title.
Yeah, and then you stopped. I don't know, maybe because did you feel like you had to be a certain type of person as the world champion? Did you feel like, all right, I'm the world champion now? Okay.
Look who all the people who held the title. ECB have. Coleman have. I'll even give Dalton the satisfaction in mentioning his name. They all was champion for longer than me. And they all, in my eyes, they switched as soon as they held the title. They became the more aggressive person. They became the person they had to do to keep the title. And I thought I had to do that. And
Mm-hmm.
trying to switch up my game plan and everything may have screwed me out of both of my titles. So I said, okay, I have to show out like they did, like Coleman have been for the last 300 plus days. I have to show out. I have to show everyone I am the next.
I'll say this, and this is a disclaimer for all our viewers out here. XPW, for one, does not encourage alcoholism in any way. But
I do.
I'll say this towards this. I do agree with the statement of you have to change. You have to change. To once you get into that next spot, it's a whole new light. It's a whole new light. You being at the top, at the very tippy top of the mountain, holding the most prestigious title that this league has ever had. That piece of gold, that XPW world title, has been around since day one. Since the doors open. And there is a legacy of multiple Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers that have held that title, and there's a legacy there. Now, for the United States title, yeah, you could drink. You could drink and probably hold your own for the long run, right? You could be a little tipsy going into the ring.
140 day plus.
140 day plus. Drunk. Drunk. 140 day plus.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's good for mediocre. For example, Adrian Coleman. We all know him very well. He stays in tippy top shape at all times.
Mm-hmm.
The self-proclaimed God, most high, most righteous, Adrian Coleman, and I do say self-proclaimed because he can be beat.
I prove that.
I have different thoughts on that. However, one thing that nobody has ever been able to match him on is his laser focus. Every time he goes into a match, he is looking to win it. He is training to win it.
Mm-hmm.
He is learning new techniques to win it. He is constantly evolving. Homeboy writes essays, full-on essays to write his promos.
Yeah. Dedication.
And that led him off to a 340 plus. Was it 340? No,
Yeah.
I'm giving it a little bit.
No.
300?
Yep, you got
it. Okay, 340 plus world title reign. The longest in XPW history because of that laser focus.
Mm-hmm.
And you mean to tell me that you think being a drunk is going to get you by against someone like that? You even just said you weren't even hitting the gym like you were once you got that title. You weren't getting enough sleep prior to that. You ended up having your time pretty spotty. Not to mention holding another belt. Some people say you could have been getting a little bit too greedy. I could say that, I could say your time was not prioritized at all. So at the end of the day, my question is that how do you expect to beat Coleman if you don't tweak your mindset in a way to obtain that laser focus that is required to be able to be in that top spot, climb the top of the mountain, and actually hold it legitimately?
He coming at you, Jason. Well, what you got to say about that? What you gotta say?
I will figure out a way to mix my way of wrestling into the laser focus that you want.
That I want. I'm
This
not.
next week,
It's not something that. Let's get something clear. I don't care who is holding that title. I do not care who holds any XPW title, as long as they are legitimate, as long as they are something that can represent this company in the highest fashion, like above reapproach.
Mm.
But carry on. Please explain to me how you're gonna figure out a way to mix your wrestling or your drunk style, your drunken fist, with something that can be world title worthy.
Oh man, it's getting a little
next
steamy.
week, I am going to be more focused.
Mm-hmm.
I'm completely gonna cut down on my drinking. I actually been hitting the gym
Oh,
Okay.
this week, and I am fully prepared to surpass anyone that stepped to me. So next week, if that's okay, GM, I want to open challenge. I will take on 1 or 15. I will show you guys that I am fully focused to get my title back. That loss ate at me that night. I am now fully in the mindset of it is time to be the hunter instead of being the hunted.
mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. So, there's an open. Jason McCarthy has requested an open challenge for next week on the Carnage brand. Um, what you got to say to that, Hacksaw?
You got it. In fact, I'm taking your words to heart. You tell me that you're going to do that. You're going to find that laser focus that you need. You are prepared to surpass anybody that steps in front of you. Very well. We're going to dedicate the entire Carnage show to
Oh,
you, Jason.
oh man,
To you.
oh
You are definitely
man.
going to go through.
Jade and Gary treatment.
I would compare it more to ECB, someone relevant, an
Oh,
ECB treatment.
I was not here when ECB did that, so
He did.
hey,
ECB
you
was
can
one of
get
the
his
few people that
advice.
ran through the.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the few people that ran through the entire XPW roster holding the IC title.
Mm.
wow.
ECB
You
wants it.
running the gauntlet, sir. Next week, Jason McCarthy
So
is running the gauntlet.
yes, the Carnage, Jason McCarthy gauntlet next week on Carnage.
All
You
right.
got it, sir. I'm excited.
Okay. Okay. So, like I said, now that we got, the in-house of what's going on Carnage, let's bring our focus to a bigger picture, which is, and this is Hold the Line. Okay. Hold the Line is May 30th. Brand versus brand. If you had to choose 3 people, Jason, from Anarchy to worry about, who would they be?
Beatdown. And it's not like worried like he did win the title again at Chamber. So I'll say him. Evan is up there, but you have to deal with Adrian, so it's not a problem for me. Especially if Adrian, the same Adrian, he'll kill Evan. And I'll probably say I don't know who else on Anarchy, so I'll say Johnny, just because he can continue fighting after taking a beating.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting picks. Interesting picks. So, and when I say worry, I just mean, who's formidable? Who do you see making an impact, for the Carnage, for the Anarchy brand? Because the way I see for Carnage, like, you got a pretty stacked roster. I mean, you're not even the world champion. It's Adrian Coleman. You know, it looks like and I believe Hacksaw, you would elaborate more on that because you made a great announcement as far as the Carnage team that will be representing your brand at Hold the Line.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tonight, if you all are involved in the XPW Gaming League, uh, Adrian Coleman and I had a little back and forth during this tonight's show of Carnage. And I made the announcement that Adrian Coleman will be facing the three opponents, or the team, the three individuals that will represent Carnage. If they win, Hold the Line, they will be representing as contenders the very next night for the XPW World Championship match against Adrian Coleman. So the three superstars that will end up being chosen throughout this month to qualify for the Team of Carnage will face Adrian Coleman the very next night after Hold the Line for the XPW World Championship, if Carnage wins at Hold the Line. Which, I'll say this, it's pretty much a shoo-in.
Oh,
I hope ATX is watching too, because it's gonna be a shoo-in. It's gonna be a shoo-in.
I love it.
We're
I love
wiping
it.
the floor with anarchy.
Like I said, it's brand versus brand. You know, each match is going to be worth amount of points. The team with the most points leading to the end of the night will win the brand warfare, will claim brand supremacy. It's Carnage versus Anarchy. Okay, this is going to be amazing. So after the break, we're going to come back and we're going to do some trivia. And in the spirit of Hold the Line, we're not going to do WWE trivia tonight. No, we're going to do some XPW trivia. Okay, all 6 seasons is up for grab. You know your knowledge or you don't. You know, I'm gonna ask you questions on the history of XPW, the milestone moments of XPW, and just to see what happened or what didn't happen. Okay, so it's going to be a very, very interesting day or segment when we go into our XPW trivia. So stick tuned. And then after trivia, we got some updates. We got some announcements on what we can do to spice up, Hold the Line, brand versus brand, Carnage versus Anarchy. Okay, stay tuned. Stay right. Don't go anywhere. Wait, go ahead, enjoy AEW show while you're streaming this at the same time, watching this broadcast. We'll be right back, all right? This is Enter the Tune. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back for our XPW trivia. Okay, the rules are simple. You know, Hacksaw, you're in it. Jason McCarthy, you're in it. I'm going to ask some multiple choice questions about XPW, the trivia. Okay, so the rules are simple. You know, just take your time and just answer them. Okay, if you want to switch your answer, you can switch your answer. If you are just dead set on your answer, just say final answer and I won't ask you again. Okay, let's just see who walks out with the most points for tonight. Okay, all right, XPW trivia, let's go. Question number 1. Which tag team was Beatdown not a part of? Is it A, Wolfpack, B, Two Dope Boys, 3, TMI Goons, or D, the Rasta Boys?
TMI Goons. Final answer.
D, final answer.
The Rasta Boys, okay. The correct answer is C, TMI Goons. Beatdown was not a part of the TMI Goons. He was a part of the Wolfpack, Two Dope Boys, and the Rasta Boys with him and Bobby Love and the Rasta Boys. Okay, so
Bobby Love.
Bobby Love. Bobby Love.
Bobby Love.
Okay, question number 2. Which season did the IC title come into XPW? Is it season 1, season 2, season 3, or season 4?
Season 2.
Season 2, final answer.
Final answer.
Okay. And the correct answer is season 2. Y'all both got it right. Both got it right. Congratulations. Season 2 is when the title was implemented in XPW. So good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Ooh, you got a follow?
Oh, we got to follow. This is us. Okay.
Who gave us that follow? Give him a shout out.
Let me see. It should come up pretty soon on who it was. So, okay, we got a like on that one. We got a like. So, thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it. Okay, so question number 3. Opening night, season 2. Who competed for the XPW World Championship in the main event?
Okay.
Is it A, Osiris and Devon? B, Prince Dalton versus Ghost? C, Magic Wand versus Iceman? D, Iceman versus Monic?
This was
Season 2,
for the
opening night XPW World Championship.
D.
Prince Dalton, final answer.
Okay, Prince Dalton versus Ghost. Okay,
This is before your time. This is kind of unfair. This is before your time.
But hey,
I'm getting my way through this. Okay.
Coleman knows his answer. Okay, that's what makes him the champion. You know,
He knows this answer.
he knows XPW history better than sometimes me. So
he sat there with the book of XPW history and read it every single night.
yes. So the correct answer is D, Iceman versus Monic for the XPW World Championship. This is coming off our first inaugural season 1. Iceman won he retained the XPW World Championship in WrestleMania 1 in season 1, carried over to season 2 to face Monic in a singles match for the very first time, in which Monic won and became the XPW World Champion. But I do have to mention that Magic Wand faced Iceman the very same night, which damaged carryover, and Monic was able to win his first world title. So, all right.
That's right, because at that point, Iceman was actually he was holding like 2 belts, wasn't he?
Yes, the Hardcore Championship and the World Championship.
That's right.
Hardcore title, huh?
Yeah.
And that's going to come up again pretty soon. Number 4. At which pay-per-view in season 3 did ECB become the Ultimate Champion? Is it Ground Zero, Final Stand, Aftershock, or Rise to Glory?
Ground Zero, final answer.
Aftershock, final answer.
Okay. So you got Aftershock, and the other has Ground Zero. Let me just see what our viewers would think. If they have any answers to
I
this.
may get yelled at if I think I got it wrong. I may get.
Yeah. I mean, that's your former tag team partner.
Yeah, he didn't tell you?
No, he told me. I just can't remember.
All right. The correct answer is Ground Zero. Ground Zero, where ECB became the Ultimate Champion, winning basically every other title except for the Intercontinental Championship. No. I think he did win
the Hardcore.
The Hardcore. Yes. It was a great main event. Okay. All right.
Between Joe West and Sergio.
Yeah.
It was.
Yep.
That was Joe West's first champion.
Yep. Joe West won the Universal Championship the week prior to Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great meeting.
All right. So I think this person would appreciate this question because I know he watches all of our XPW videos. Which championship did Prince Dalton never won? Which championship Prince Dalton has never won? Is it the European X Division Championship, the Hardcore Championship, the X Division Championship, or the XPW Tag Team titles?
Slurpean, maybe.
He's never won the X Division Championship.
I'm not hearing any final answers. So I guess you're still thinking about it.
Thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking about
Pharaoh.
it. Yeah. And Dalton has been here since season 1. Dalton has been here since season 1.
I know.
Been in the X Division.
I know for a fact he won the tag titles because he won it when I was here.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said that he have not won one X Division title. I just don't know which one it was.
The X Division Championship, final answer.
I would say European final answer.
It's the X Division. I know it's the X Division.
The correct answer is the X Division Championship. Devon, you got it right. Yeah.
No, and the reason for that is because I know it was Vontae that was holding the European Championship at one point, and he stole it from Vontae. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in the
Mm-hmm.
locker room. I
No,
remember him saying something about it. I just couldn't remember which one he said.
yeah, yeah. When he betrayed Bulletproof, well, just used them as his title holders, his
Oh yeah.
placeholders for himself. Yeah.
Okay. So next question, and you have access to this information. So if you don't know this answer, that's your fault. Okay. Who is the longest reigning X Division champion? Is it Sergio, Kevin Blaze, Joe West, or Max Ultimate?
Who is Kevin Blaze?
You don't know Kevin
I was
Blaze?
about to ask the
Who,
exact same
who
thing.
is Kevin Blaze? I know a Frost, but
That was
are
his
they
name
are they
prior. Yes,
are they the
they're
same person?
yes.
Jeez. I mean, it makes sense
Yeah, you
because
know who Kevin Blaze is. See, name
and
association.
Kevin Blaze, jeez.
Who is the longest reigning X Division champion? Is it Sergio, Kevin Blaze, Joe
Who?
West, or Max Ultimate? Mm-mm-mm. Oh man, you might as well just take a guess on this one, Jason. You better not be
I'm gonna
looking
say
up.
Max.
You better not be
I'm
looking
gonna
up
say
the record
Max.
books. You was cheating.
You are
You were cheating. You
you
were
already told
cheating.
him. But
He,
you already told the man that he has access to this
yes, he has
information.
access, but I didn't
The only
mean
reason,
this isn't
the
an
only
open
reason
book
why,
test.
the only reason why I guess Max because it's the only one on the list I know.
Okay, you don't know Joe West?
Fair.
No, I don't. I don't associate with him. I don't know him.
Okay.
You don't know Joe
All
West,
right.
huh? All right.
What's your answer, Hacksaw?
It's gonna be Max Ultimate.
Okay, and that is correct. Max Ultimate is the longest reigning X Division champion. Okay.
Two-time longest reigning, actually.
Yes, he beat.
Two-time.
He became the longest reigning, and then he beat his reign again. So, that's
Good on him.
that's how dominant he was with that. So,
In the jobber league, yes.
What you say, Jason?
I said in that jobber league. Yes.
okay. So,
I mean, hey.
there's one more.
The only person that was able to beat him was Adrian, and
Mm,
nobody else has been able to.
that is
So,
true. He only lost one time, and that was to Adrian Coleman. So, says a lot there. All right. So, next question. One more X Division question just to mix it up because I know that was kind of like a softball question with the X Division. Okay. I'm a trick it up a little bit. Okay.
Oh no.
Who is the longest reigning world champion who has held the X Division championship? Is it
oh, okay.
Huh.
is it Adrian Coleman? Is it Sergio? Is it Sweet Tea? Or is it ECB?
It's not Sweet Tea.
I think you're trying to throw a curveball, so I'm not gonna say it's 8. Because I don't know if he won it, but I'm just gonna say he didn't. I don't think it's ECB.
Who is the longest reigning world champion who has also
So
held the X Division championship?
Sergio, I think you said, right? That was the last option.
No, last option was ECB. It's Adrian
not
Coleman, Sergio, Sweet Tea, or ECB.
Sergio, final answer.
It was Sergio. Final answer.
The correct answer is Sergio. Yes. He is the longest reigning world champion who has also held the X Division Championship. And I believe his number of days were 65 to my recollection.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Was he the longest at that time?
Yes. Well, no.
Like,
At
well,
that time, period,
yeah.
I believe that was GOAT. With 79 days.
Ah, okay. Okay. He was running close at
Yes.
that
And
point.
now look at season 6, 100-day reign for at least 3 titles that I know of.
Mm.
Jesus.
Wait, who?
I
Goat?
Sergio.
said, look at
Oh, Sergio. Oh, yeah.
I think with the
Yeah.
tag titles, the Intercontinental title,
Hmm.
and the X Division Championship.
That's right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe so. All right. So next question: who won the Momentum War of Hold the Line last season? It's the pre-war before Hold the Line. Who won the Momentum War last season? Is
That's
it?
a very specific question. Mm,
Yes.
I
super specific.
wonder.
Yeah.
Is it Carnage, Anarchy, or was it a draw? Thanks for the like. Thank you for the like.
What was can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What was the award for winning the Momentum Award? One extra point?
Yes.
Okay.
Carnage, final answer.
How did the Momentum War get won? Like
It
what
was a
were the steps
blowout.
to win? It was a blowout?
Yes. So they had
Okay.
weekly matchups every week. Carnage versus Anarchy, and it may be a promo segment. It may have been a match, but it was something, a special task every week that it was a Carnage versus Anarchy, and this brand won, or it ended up in a draw.
This is a hard one. It's so specific. Jeez. I can't remember. I'm gonna go with Anarchy
Yeah,
because of
just
my
opposite
affiliate.
is up.
Yeah, just
Okay.
go opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, Anarchy.
Yeah, you
That's
were you
fine.
were you in charge of that brand at the time?
I was commissioning, but
Yeah.
ATX was handling was definitely GMing at
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, because I was the Carnage, GM, and we got smacked. So yes, the correct answer is Anarchy. Anarchy
Hey,
is
I don't hold that on you. I don't hold that on you. That
okay.
was Goat who got smacked.
Mm.
That was Goat who got smacked. Let's be clear. Let's
I
let's
was the
put it all
commissioner.
out there. Yeah, Goat got smacked, but then had to leave for a little while prior to the ending of Hold the Line.
Okay,
So let's
so
let's be clear.
one last question for Hold the Line is the final question. Who currently holds the title for brand supremacy heading into Hold the Line? Who won last year?
Anarchy,
Carnage,
final answer.
Anarchy, or was it a draw?
Anarchy.
Anarchy, final answer.
Anarchy final answer.
Yeah,
But it ain't
you were
gonna be the
there.
same this year.
Nah, Carnage, we got it this year. Bringing it back.
Correct
Mm-hmm.
answer is Anarchy. Yes, yes, yes.
From what I'm
So,
understanding, last year was a one-time fluke.
mm,
We're bringing it back to Unstoppable Carnage.
Different management.
so
Different
yes,
management.
the chips are every places are spread out everywhere. Beatdown mentioned that y'all are very top heavy. Carnage is very top heavy, but Anarchy
Bums. Bums.
has the depth. The depth. Yes.
Depth. They
Yes.
have depth. Is that what they
Listen,
call it?
listen.
Depth.
When one of our guy can run through 5 of theirs, it doesn't matter.
Mm.
Yeah. But once one guy isn't going to be running through five people, they got one matchup, at hold the line. But who are you going to get when you get to the seventh and eighth match? Who's going to win those bottom one pointers or those small points? That's what Beatdown was trying to get at. That you may win the main events, but everything else, once you run through like three of your top guys, then everyone else is just like, yeah.
I mean, we can name off all the superstars on my roster who are very much capable of running through the top half of Anarchy with ease.
Mm.
Adrian Atlas could run through most of that.
Mm.
Junior Cook could run through most of that.
Really?
Yeah, Junior Cook could. If he'd show up.
Mr. Cook.
But
Mr. No Show.
We're going to see. We're going to see. And then I got someone in the chamber just so special for Hold the Line.
Okay.
Just so special for Hold the Line.
Okay. All right. So that's the end. So, of course, Hacksaw, he better have won this night as far as the questioning and stuff like that. So you got the most questions. I try to throw a couple curveballs at you just to throw you off your game, but, you overcame, So congratulations, though. Jason McCarthy, I mean, you lost your titles, but, I think you're heading towards the right place. You're in the right mindset. So I just want to drop a couple announcements before we end the show, folks. Okay? Next week, the Momentum War starts back here on Enter the Tomb. Yes, I'm going to have someone from Anarchy, someone from Carnage. We're going to ask some trivia questions, for round one of the Momentum War. Just to kick things off. What's your knowledge? I'm going to make it fair. I may not do XPW questions. I may do WWE questions. I may do life questions. You got to be ready when you get here. Okay? Because this is what's going to be, Code the Line. We're kicking it off. Okay? Who's the best inside the ring and out? All right? So you got to represent for your team. Next week, Enter the Tomb. We're on the road to Hold the Line. Okay, so last question for you, Jason McCarthy, and this is the most important question I can ever ask you on Enter the Tomb. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The question is, when are you getting your shirt? Yes.
Soon.
Soon. All right. Hey, he says soon. May 30th is Hold the Line. May 30th. Get your shirt.
Time.
Yes.
Go to either T-Publix or the Streamlabs.
Yes, Streamlabs merch. The link is in the description below. I have posted the link. Click the link that says XPW merch.
I'm getting it right now.
Hey, there we go.
Right now.
If you order right now, it's going to pop up on the screen. It's going to pop up that someone bought a t-shirt. Someone bought this. You'll see it on the screen. So click the link in the description. Go to our merch store. Top corner, click on merch, and you're going to see all our shirts, all our tees, tank tops, book bags. Just get the t-shirt. Special offer. All right? $11 and $12, I believe, right now. And that's a limited edition Hold the Line sale. Get your t-shirts for $11 to $12. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Telling you. Get your shirt. Support who you think is going to win. Carnage. Anarchy. Hold the Line. Who is it going to be? Support. And if you are watching this right now, click like button. Thank you for the likes we've gotten so far. Click the like button. Comment if you want to, okay? And I'm not going to tell you what to do. Just if you you enjoy the stream, you enjoy what we're doing here, just click the like button.
And I'm going to tell you what to do real quick. If you want to join some of this ultra competition and you want to get in with the professionals, go to xpwgaming.com and join us. Get in on some of this action. We love some hungry hungry superstars to get in on this action. So come on, join us, hang out, play some
Goat,
games.
Goat like the stream. Thank you. Jason Smith for liking the stream. Thank you, sir. So, like I said, like the stream. Thank you for watching. Okay, this is Enter the Tune. Uh, Jason, you got something to say? Any ending parting words? Thank you for the like. Any parting words to our dear fans?
Come check out Hold the Line, where Carnage going to whoop Anarchy.
Mm. That's exactly.
And make sure to buy a Carnage shirt.
Yes. Yes, I got my Carnage shirt. I'm supposed to be, the mediator, the one in the middle, but
you know where your heart's at.
My heart is always in Carnage. I felt like Anarchy got no love this broadcast, but we're gonna make it up to the Anarchy folks next week. So this was a very Carnage heavy show. So hopefully next week will be a little bit more balanced. I got the Carnage merch. We're talking about Carnage. We know everyone on the Carnage roster, so that's gonna change, folks. Next week, 8:30 same time, Wednesdays. You can watch AEW and the show at the same time. It doesn't matter. You can always rewatch this show once you're done watching whatever you're on your TV screen. But hey, it is what it is. Thank you for supporting. All right. This is Into the Tune. We're out.
Peace.